Looking to make the fastest money in XP in game? Well, today's video, we're going to tell you exactly how to do that. Let's get to it. Welcome, my friends. Oh man, I get asked this question a lot. Recently, John Smedley, a YouTube viewer, asked in the comments section, "Hey buddy, you're doing amazing videos." Oh, thanks, John. Just wondered if you could do an update on one making easy money as a beginner. We're going to do just that. Now, we are here today on Hirschfeld, and this is arguably one of the best ways to make money. It is definitely a crowd favorite, and honestly, it's a whole lot of fun. Now, we're currently up at the Golden Tree Stand. If you want to see what the Golden Tree Stand is, I will link it at the end of this video in the end screen selection. Check it out. It'll give you all the details. But we are here in Petersham, and wow, man, I got to tell you, number one, and this is arguably the best method. It's a whole lot of fun, but there are some downsides to it, and let's talk about it. Hunting geese is absolutely one of the best ways to make money in this game. Not only does each individual goose sell well, but you generally get a whole bunch of them landing in a field at once. I mean, that's the idea behind it. I'm just saying. But it does require a little bit of investment to get started. You need to get your decoys. Remember, you want a minimum of about 17 for max attraction anymore, and there's just really no point. So I use the number 17. It allows me to set up multiple locations around my map. And you're gonna have to get yourself into a blind, and this coffin blind here, it works pretty dang good, I gotta be honest. Okay, now of course, at the time of making this video, we get one flying in. It just figures. I don't have a whole lot of time to do this, so we're just gonna go with it. It is a level 4. They're always decent payers. He's gonna come on in nicely, responding well to the calls. It takes him a moment to break and to fly down. Again, we do have a goose guide for this if you have more questions about it. Let's get this guy lined up. He's at about 100. 190, 80, 90, 83. All right, perfect work for the 22. Zeroed in for 100. Ooh. Let's take a look at this bad boy and see how we did. Well, we got a gold, 7.50, but draw your attention to the 990 cash. Now, this was a level 4. The price really does seem to vary. It goes up and down, but what a fantastic way to make money. It's a whole lot of fun, and normally you get a ton of them coming in, and you can generally take between 2 and 6 with relative ease. It adds up very fast. Now, another one of the downsides could be that, there's a little bit of downtime while you're waiting for them to come on in. Picking the right time of day obviously certain helps, and we do have a goose guide, a geese guide, a goose geese guide. We got the guide if you want to go check it out. But you'll find them flying around. They'll move in across here, often in the big old flying V. It's pretty fantastic. You just see them up in the sky. But you need to make them break them to come on in. Once they are in, then you get them lured with the collar. They will land. When they hit the ground, it's go time, baby. Now, as mentioned, there can be a lot of time in between, and I'm trying to keep this short and sweet to the point. So pros and cons, obviously, a pro, you get a lot of them coming in often. I mean, we only have the one right there, but I kind of got a lot of hunting pressure here. I'm told that maybe they ignore the hunting pressure, but today, not so much luck, and I don't have the time to sit around and wait for the next group to fly in. So there are pros to it. You get a lot of them coming in normally, so you can kill multiple at a time. The cons, you need to get a setup, which is going to cost an investment, and of course, the time in between. I've been sitting here for about 15 minutes and only had that one come in. So we're going to move on to the next tip that I have for you. Now, it's no secret that some maps absolutely perform when it comes to animal population right out the gates. And of course, you can affect this by working your need zones. Hey, we got a video for that too. Go check it out. But one of them that stands out as one of the top money makers is by far Silver Ridge Peaks. Now, deciding what you're going to do on Silver Ridge Peaks is greatly going to affect your money and XP. Honestly, your time in total spent. There's no other map that really comes close with the exception of perhaps New Zealand. Aurora. Now, going out for the pronghorn, letting them get set up and moved in can absolutely be a shooting gallery, which means a lot of XP and a lot of money. Heading out with the M1 will certainly get it done with those quick follow-up shots. You can make quick work of any herd of any of the animals on this map. Maybe the exception of the buffalo, because you're not going to get your integrity, but the 300 steps up nice right there. Not only do we have the pronghorn, we have a ton of bear on this map. Great money makers. You know, I don't know what else to say. This map is an absolute gold mine. Now set your time to drink zone time and hit most of the lakes, honestly, in this bottom, what we like to call shooting gallery of the map. And you'll see them start to move in. Now remember, when you change the time, which is going to be 8 o'clock, because they drink between 8 and 10, these prongies, you're going to need to wait about 10 to 15 minutes real time in a lot of cases for them to move in. As you can see, mine are just moving in right now. I just changed the time. They're heading over to a need zone that's roughly on the other side of this little lake right here. As you can see, they're coming in from all angles now. You just need to give them a moment. Honestly, this is one of those locations, nuke away, they always just seem to come back. I have destroyed this need zone and repopulated it so many times, and it never disappoints. I have a whole herd over there that you can't see right now, and I got these guys that were still moving in. But once you're happy with where they're at, just simply line up and pop off. They pay really, really well. Taking 2 to 3 every time just makes such great money. Beautiful thing is, after you shot the area up, they'll move right in, or they'll be at other locations already. Slinging yourself around this map, taking out pronghorn, mule deer, Rocky Mountain elk, they all pay incredibly well. Taking bears out and cougars out, what do you want? What do you need? This map is absolutely lit for making XP and making money. As you can see, even the females start around the 800 mark, 852, give you 100 plus XP per kill. Oh, there's one. Ooh, two. Ooh, the males at 1,098 per go. Absolutely amazing. 255 XP. Unbelievable. Beautiful floor. Not bad, not bad. I mean, it's only an 85, but it's not bad. 886. 118. We made around 2,400 to 2,500 cash right there. That's absolutely fantastic. About 400 XP-ish, give or take a little. Not bad. Not bad. That's just one quick round. Now we can simply walk around and take out more. There's a bunch over here. There's a bunch on the side over there. Absolutely a great form of money. Having so many locations on the map that are absolute hot spots, you can make a lot of easy, fast cash and XP on this map. As a rule of thumb, something you want to consider is that any animal that has a high population in its herd, where you could take out 2 to 3 of the females that pay well, are absolutely going to be your target. Now, we've noticed that as maps come out, they seem to pay better than the last. There is no exception here for Silver Ridge Peaks and Aurora. They are by far some of the best paid maps, where every animal generally makes between 8 and upwards to 1,500 bones per kill. It's a really good money maker. So no big news flash here. Honestly, the best way is to head to these shooting galleries of sorts and just go to work. Here on Aurora, we have lots of options like the feral goats. You always see a ton of feral goats together. Fallow deer, which by far are just so much fun to kill on this map, and there's so many of them. You have high herd populations. The red deer. You get a lot of the red deer. The females pay so well, and they always have. And in all honesty, it's been one of my favorite forms of making money since this game came out. So simply by taking at least 2 or 3 per time, per kill session, kill session, is that a thing? It is now. And letting those animals come back to the need zones, is a fantastic way to optimize your XP and money output. Now, of course, using tree stands and more often than not tripods, which seem to be the most favorable form of hunting stand these days, you can keep your pressure down, therefore getting more kills from that location. But identifying where all of the hot spots are on a map and having stands and tents set up to bounce between those is going to really greatly increase how much you can make per hour. Now, I had just changed the time, waited about 5 to 10 minutes, and we can already see a herd of fowls starting to move in. We'll get twice as many here at this particular location. It's a spot we cover an awful lot on our live streams. By the way, twitch.tv/JaxieBeard. Shameless plug. Come and hang out, my friends. But that's about the amount of time it's gonna take for you to wait in general for most of your geese to come in. So having those tent locations and tripods set up where you can bounce around, in my opinion, will make it faster XP than hunting the geese just because of that downtime in between. But if you work out how long it takes after resetting the clock, and if you're doing that a whole lot, there's not a whole lot of difference. So it really comes down to personal preference. What do you want to do? And hey, with the geese, you really can get into the shotguns, which is a whole lot of fun. Now, I'm trying to knock this video out, so I'm not going to wait a whole lot of time, but we got a good amount right here. We're only going to take 2, possibly 3. We're going to go ahead and line them up at the M1. Now, of course, I'm not in a tree stand, so 3 is my limit here. This is a need zone I like to protect because it really, really does perform. And don't forget about all the other animals on the map. There's quite a few of them. Plink, plink, plink. 1, 1,123 cash, 221 XP. 2, 1,123 cash, 224 XP. 1,194 cash, 253 XP. This is a big boy. It was almost a diamond. Just can't get enough. Look at all this, man. It's just ridiculous. I think we're about to get trampled. Stampede! 4, 912 cash, 109 XP. 5, okay, seriously, Beard, this ain't Sesame Street, man. Like, come on, dude. Although, I think Big Bird would fill in a freezer nicely. Another 920 cash, 110 XP, and an 1,101 cash, 181 XP. These have just been a few of the examples of how quick you can make money, especially on these newer maps. Those have been our top 3 money makers as of late. It's held true for a while now. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed this. If you have, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget, if you're new here, hit the subscribe, tag the little bell beside it. Do it with 2 heads if you gotta. Don't forget to come and join us at twitch.tv/JaxieBeard. And of course, come and join the Discord, guys. It's where gamers connect, where we unite, get to know each other, have a good time. Well, what more need I say? It's all about a good time, right? Thank you, my friends, very much once again, and we'll catch you guys very, very soon. Yes, sir.